Hi there, Shen back once more. I've got a ship that I'm capturing for my elucidation, and basically, if I share it, I wanted to make sure I talk it out and talk it through. But here it is. This is the Chimera. I built it based on somebody captured the Chimera or spawned the Chimera or whatever and did a tour through the Chimera, which is a UC ship that you cannot buy, and I don't think you can fly it if you capture one. But this is one built in the same fashion. I basically did my best to put it together exactly like the one that was there. So this is the top layer. I have it split into layers already. This is the top layer. It's got a tail, a companionway, and a shield, the SG-3000 shield, and two of the HE-3 M30 Ulysses tanks for 200 fuel. I have a pair of the Marauder 115N rapid railguns and the DS40.2 Ares bridge. I didn't really say which version it was, so I just got the DS40. That's a top layer. Pretty straightforward, pretty small. This is the next layer down. Here in the back we do have a porthole. We've got an infirmary flanked by a workshop, and then in between there's a companionway and a control station and another companionway. I have a couple of the Deimos wings. I have some cargo holds, ballast, the 400 cm ballast cargo holds, four of them all together. And those are next to my grav drive and reactor, which are two levels, so you'll see the hole in the next level as it goes down. Up front here, I actually have this piece, and I have these merged together, so this will be off for right now. And then here on each side, which you go across this wing section you're seeing here, I have a set of the Deimos spines with a PBO 175 auto Hellion beam and Atlatl 280B missile launchers. And then up front, this weapon is the third of the Marauder 115Ns. And that is a 4-pointer, so there's only the 3. That's what's on that layer. I think I put, yeah, here they are. There's a couple of these thruster arrays because I saw them on the ship, and also these two smaller 200 cm ballast cargo holds. Moving to the next level. This is the level where these two stick down through, so you can see we got a hole there to accept those additions. Two of the Poseidon DT230 engines, which you can see gives me only a mobility of 80 at a top speed of 130. 80 mobility is pretty good for what is supposed to be a cruiser. It's not a destroyer, it's a cruiser. Here in the back I've got a Deimos cargo hold. I do have enhanced cargo modes on, or improved cargo habs. It's a mod, and that gives cargo space to every hab that is called storage or cargo. So this one is Deimos. Deimos has the middle of the road kind of version, and so it's got 3,000 cargo for the biggest one there is. There's a Hope Deck, which is bigger, which has 5,000 cargo, but 240 mass. And so those are there. I got a couple of the Deimos hulls flanking that, and then in order to make sure we have access, I've got a Deimos Engineering Bay A 3x1 and then a B 3x1, one on each side. Then I have two all-in-one berth 3-in-1s. Forward of that, I have, then there's 3 companionways up front. I have top portholes on the top and Deimos braking engines in front. Over on the sides, you can see again, one here and one on the other side. I have the Nova thruster port arrays, another of the porthole 4s, Then on each side I've got a wing assembly, which is two of the radiator wings and a regular wing with a PBO 175 Hellion beam on each side, and that's the 4 Hellion beams. So that gives us all of the stuff we have there. Moving to the last piece we have, or last level we have, we've got a lot of landers. So these are mostly these 320 CB landing gears. There's 5 and 1. They are flanked by skegs, the Deimos skeg A, either forward or backwards. And so you got 6 landers on each side, 4 skegs on each side, for a total of 12 landers or gear, and 8 of the skegs. Here in the back there's a 120 LD landing bay. That's the Deimos landing bay. Forward of that there's a science lab and a storeroom, and once again there's a porthole in the front. So that is what it looks like broken down, and then if I cancel out of this, that'll put it all back together for me. And that's what it looks like all put back together. So you can see up front here I have this sticking out of this Deimos piece so that you can see the gun, which I think that's better for anything except missiles. And yeah, it's a pretty nice looking ship. It turns pretty well. Right now it's my home ship, as you can see. So let's go take a look inside. I'm here on my lovely Jemison outpost. Gotta make my drugs. I'll run to the back, and what the heck? They're conspiring against me. I know it. Alright, so going in from the back, of course, we start in the one of the companionways. There's a cargo, though. It looks like a cargo. Might be. Over here, to the right, we have one of the 3x1s. This is the 3x1 all-in-one berth. And then out to the right of that, we have a engineering. This would be the B, I believe. I wanted to look at them and see what the real difference is. Back here's the cargo hold. You can see it's pretty large. We do not connect over on this side. We do have a connect up, which we'll look at in a minute. I love it when the trees grow up through the bottom of the deck. And I'm on a humongous piece. This is the other 3x1. Then over here we have the other engineering. I like the B better, but the A looks alright. And we're going to go up here and see if we connect through to everything. This doesn't connect to anything. That's a interesting thing there. So there are other up is over here. Oh look, we have another down. This brings to the landing bay and the science lab.
It's nice to see you.
This is a companionway, I recall that. No connections on the side, interestingly enough. Go back and find that other ladder up. Oh, it's in the cargo hull. Yep, it's in the cargo. Back in the back. And here's the workshop. And a control center. No way to get to the bridge, that's interesting. An infirmary. And no way to get to the bridge. Where is our bridge access? Right there. And we're up on the bridge. And that's the extent of the ship. So it's pretty straightforward, as I said before. And I can take it out for a test flight. It's, you know, it flies. It's got an 80 mobility. It is a little sluggish because it's pretty weighty. If we look at it, we can see it's got a 1562 hull. It's got 8,000 cargo. Some of that is due to my traits, and I have Sam on board, and I have and he assists with cargo. So I think we have an extra 40%. But let's take a look. Mine is 20% and his is 20%. So yeah, an extra 40% to our payloads. So that's what we see there. And that's my build for the Chimera. Thanks everyone, and be excellent to one another. Peace out.